Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
Fox World News. September 7, 1816 America, New York, missing Australia boy, 3, found after being missing in wilderness for days. A missing 3-year-old boy was found alive in the rugged Australian woods 3 days after being reported missing, police said.
New York Times World News. September 7, 1800 America, New York. The leadership of the Taliban explained. Who are they? Many of the acting cabinet ministers appointed Tuesday have played similar roles within the Taliban for years, but there were some surprises. A gathering of tribal elders in Kabul in August being led by Khalil Haqqani, Center, who was appointed acting minister of refugees.
September 7, 1800 America, New York. Reporter asks Texas governor about new laws' impact on rape victims. During the signing of a bill that banned 24-hour and drive-through voting, Texas Republican Governor Greg Abbott was asked by a reporter about the limitations of the state's new abortion law. September 7, 1756 America, New York. Apple loses a leader of its long-rumored car group to Ford. Ford on Tuesday announced that it has hired Doug Field away from Apple as it looks to bolster its self-driving and electric vehicle ambitions. September 7, 1756 America, New York. 5 alleged 9/11 plotters appear at Guantanamo pretrial hearing. 5 alleged 9/11 plotters, including Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, who has been called the mastermind behind the September 11 terrorist attacks, appeared in a military court for a pretrial hearing in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, on Tuesday. September 7, 1752 America, New York. Lily Collins marries Charlie McDowell. It's official, Lily Collins and Charlie McDowell are married. September 7, 1728 America, New York. UN official says climate conference must go ahead, despite calls to delay due to COVID. The president of the UN Climate Change Conference insisted Tuesday that the event scheduled for November in Glasgow must go ahead in person, after a network of 1,500 civil society groups called for the negotiations to be postponed.
Mirror World News. September 7, 1726 America, New York. Pensioner who popped a local for a quick beer got lost for 4 days in Thai jungle. Dutchman Franciscus Johannes van Rossum left his wife in a blind panic after disappearing in the Phetchaburi province of Thailand, but the 78-year-old has returned home.
Fox World News. September 7, 1718 America, New York. UN nuke watchdog. Iran pressing on with uranium enrichment. Iran continues to increase its uranium stockpile to amounts that could allow the nation to build a nuclear weapon. Fox World News. September 7, 1713 America, New York. Ex-Trump aide Jason Miller detained in Brazil following CPAC. Former Trump campaign advisor, Jason Miller, was detained in Brazil in a part of an investigation of anti-democratic acts, local sources report.
New York Times World News. September 7, 1707 America, New York. A hole, a tunnel, a 32-yard crawl. Palestinians still free after rare escape. A huge manhunt has failed to find 6 Palestinian prisoners who escaped an Israeli jail early on Monday morning. Israeli soldiers checking the documents of Palestinians as they cross into the West Bank from Israel on Monday as part of a manhunt for 6 Palestinian militants who broke out of Gilboa prison in northeastern Israel.
Time, September 7, 1706 America, New York. Expect a legal challenge. Ouster of Human Rights Campaign President Alphonso David steeped in controversy. Alphonso David was fired from his role as president of Human Rights Campaign, HRC, Monday night, just a month after the board had elected to extend his contract as leader of the powerful advocacy group, and the largest LGBTQ civil rights organization in the world, for 5 years.
September 7, 1701 America, New York. How Ukraine planned to lure Russian mercenaries into a trap. Security forces shattered the early morning calm of the lakeside Soviet-era resort outside the Belarusian capital of Minsk, bursting in to arrest 32 Russian mercenaries.
Time, September 7, 1654 America, New York. Teen artists are making millions on NFTs. How are they doing it? Jaden Stipp was watching a Star Wars movie at his afternoon youth group in Tacoma, Washington, last March when the bids started coming in. First, it was a fragment of an Ethereum coin, worth about $300 at the time.
BBC News World. September 7, 1643 America New York, Mexico decriminalizes abortion. A ruling by the Supreme Court makes it illegal for women to be prosecuted for having an abortion. BBC News World. September 7, 1641 America New York, Antonio Guterres says Taliban needs UN's humanitarian aid. In return, the new regime must provide conditions for the UN to work in Afghanistan, Secretary General tells BBC.
World CBS News, com. September 7, 1640 America New York, Bitcoin is legal currency in El Salvador, but its rollout hits major snags. Several hours into the first day, the government's digital wallet app that allows its citizens to transact in the volatile cryptocurrency suffered snags, and the price of Bitcoin fell as much as 10%.
Mirror World News. September 7, 1638 America New York, Taliban government includes man on UN terror list in another with £3.6 million bounty. Afghanistan's new Prime Minister Mullah Hassan Akhund is on a UN terrorist list and was a close political advisor to the Taliban's first leader Mullah Muhammad Omar.
September 7, 1621 America New York, video game CEO is out after praising Texas abortion law. Video game CEO John Gibson stepped down from the helm of Tripwire Interactive after his support of the Texas abortion law created a firestorm. September 7, 1616 America New York, VW reveals tiny, cheap electric SUV. At a Munich auto show Monday, Volkswagen unveiled the ID. Life, a tiny, boxy electric SUV, designed for driving on tight city streets. It's just an endearingly cute concept vehicle now, but VW plans to put something like it into production around 2025.
New York Times World News. September 7, 1606 America New York, your Wednesday briefing. The Taliban announce acting government posts. Women fled the scene of a protest that was broken up by Taliban forces in Kabul, Afghanistan, on Tuesday.
September 7, 1601 America New York, RFK's widow says his assassin should not be paroled. Ethel Kennedy, the widow of Robert F. Kennedy, said Tuesday that her husband's assassin should not have the opportunity to terrorize again after he was recommended for parole last month. September 7, 1547 America New York, Tesla camera catches man faking hit and run. Police in Louisiana say a man pretended to get hit by a Tesla before calling the cops and claiming he was injured. But the car caught the incident on camera.